In his 22nd speech to the Virginia Ratifying Convention on June 24, 1788, Patrick Henry expressed concern that in spite of his insistence on a Bill of Rights, the enumeration of certain rights in the U.S. Constitution might imply, quote, that those not enumerated are relinquished, close quote. He listed, for example, general warrants, a standing army, and a sudden emancipation of all slaves by those who have not the ties of sympathy and fellow feeling that existed between black and white in the South. Patrick Henry insisted on the principle that eventually found expression in the 10th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Quote, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people, close quote. But apart from the law of God, the 10th Amendment to the United States Constitution has failed to secure basic liberties, such as the right to life. Maverick courts have discovered in the 10th Amendment a supposed right to privacy that trumps the life of a living baby in the womb. He estimated that 9/10 of the yeomanry was against ratification of the United States Constitution, as presented by the Founding Fathers at the Constitutional Convention. Quote, have gentlemen no respect to the actual dispositions of the people in the adopting states? He asked. Can you have a lasting union in these circumstances? Close quote. True union under the U.S. Constitution can only be based on shared affection. The government proposed by the Founding Fathers at the Constitutional Convention should have been a mutual service of governed and governor. King Rehoboam of ancient Judah was advised by his elders to serve his people by lightening their burden, so they in turn would be his servants forever. Quote, then they spoke to him, saying, if you will be a servant to this people today, will serve them, grant their petition, and speak good words to them, then they will be your servants forever. Close quote. As the Virginia Assembly drew to a close, Patrick Henry returned to some of the great themes with which he framed the debate against the U.S. Constitution 3 weeks prior. Some were saying that rather than risk disunion, they would adopt the work of the Constitutional Convention and the Founding Fathers with all its imperfections. His response was, quote, I see no kind of danger. I form my judgment on a single fact alone, that we are at peace with all the world. Dangers from beyond the Atlantic are imaginary. Close quote. At HistoryMythBusters.wordpress.com, you get the story behind the story. Only a return to the law of God in our legal system will save America.